If you are looking for the best winter tent, you are in the right place. We have tried to include in-depth information on winter tents in our video, which will be enough to fulfill all of your needs. All of them are maintaining their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturer, and real customer feedback. If you want to buy a winter tent, we think this list will be very worthy to you. Now, let's get started with the video. At the first position of our list, we have MSR ACCESS 2, $600. Many four-season tents are overkill for mild winter conditions, especially when you can get away with a lighter and more breathable design. Enter the treeline category, and our top pick MSR ACCESS 2. The double-wall ACCESS toes the line between the 3 and 4 season categories, with more bomb-proof protection than a standard backpacking tent in a streamlined and packable 4-pound 1-ounce design. What's more, you still get 2 doors and 2 vestibules and 29 square feet of floor area. For backcountry ski trips, when the weather is fairly good or you won't be fully exposed, the ACCESS is a really cool tent to have in your quiver. The MSR ACCESS's treeline designation is a bit tricky. The last thing you want is to be in over your head in a winter storm, and the 4-pound weight is awfully light. But we took the ACCESS out in the B, C, backcountry, and even the Cordillera Huayhuash in Peru with no issues. It's worth noting that in blustery conditions, the fly doesn't fully extend to the ground, and therefore you must create a snow wall for protection from drafts and drifts. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Black Diamond Eldorado, $730. The Black Diamond Eldorado is a classic. Despite numerous updates over the years, the single-wall, 2-pole tent has withstood a whole lot of blustery winter nights and summit pushes. Most importantly, durability and build quality are superb. It has been used on Everest expeditions and has been proven over decades of alpine use. Despite the toughness, the tent weighs just 5 pounds 1 ounce, which is just about as low as you will get for a serious mountaineering tent. Keep in mind that the Black Diamond Eldorado is comfy for 1 person and gear, but not roomy for 2. If you want extra space, a vestibule is available as an add-on for $170. Moreover, internal tent poles are considered by many to be a hassle. They can be difficult to set up and can poke holes through the corners of the tent if you aren't careful. Finally, single-wall tents don't breathe nearly as well as double-wall models, but the weight savings is worth the sacrifices for many alpinists, making the Eldorado the top minimalist 4-season tent on the market. It's worth noting that many of Black Diamond's tents are currently out of stock due to supply chain issues, but we expect availability to improve soon. Number 3 position is held by Mountain Hardwear Trango, $700. Choosing our favorite 4-season tent was no easy task, but Mountain Hardwear deftly balances it all with their time-tested Trango 2. This tent knows bad weather as well as any other, with a burly, double-wall design and slide that connects not only to the poles but also to the body of the tent for added security in high winds. With 2 doors and 2 vestibules, you get great livability, and the generous 40 square foot footprint is significantly roomier than any other 2-person model here. In their most recent update, Mountain Hardwear added D-shaped doors for easy entry and expanded the bathtub floor for an even better defense against the elements. Ultimately, the decision between the Mountain Hardwear Trango 2 and a single-wall tent like the Black Diamond Eldorado below comes down to your winter camping style. Some feel that the extra pounds are worth the added features and space, while others want to get up and down the mountain with as little weight as possible in their pack. One upside of the Trango 2 is that it's easy to divide up with your climbing partner to split the weight. Single-wall tents often are not. And if weight isn't an issue, which might be the case if you have porters or are flying into an area, the Trango comes in 3- and 4-person models for even more base camp luxury. Next at number 4, we have Black Diamond Mega Snow, $400. You'll likely want a fully featured tent for sleeping in the snow, but as a dining shelter, gear storage, or simply a change of scenery when cabin fever sets in, the Black Diamond Mega Snow is a total base camp luxury. And we use the word luxury lightly. With single-wall construction and no floor, it's far from the most protective tent here. But the value of this shelter really comes into full view while camping on snow. The center pole prop serves as a table, while the outer edges can be dug out to create seating for up to 6. The Mega Snow tacks on vents and a nifty valance around the perimeter, which increases interior space and keeps the elements at bay. Finally, it can double as a lightweight sleeping shelter in a pinch weave fit for sleepers in Black Diamond's Mega Light. and the Mega Snow is considerably roomier at 78 square feet. But calling the Mega Snow a 4-season tent is a bit of a stretch. Its tough 30-denier canopy has withstood winds up to 50 miles per hour throughout our testing. But it just doesn't compare to burlier tents like the Hilleberg Nammatj 2GT below, or even the single-walled Black Diamond Eldorado. In essence, it is a glorified tarp with no floor. In truly cold or windy conditions, it's prone to flapping around and will feel quite drafty. And keep in mind that Black Diamond also makes the much lighter Megalight with no valance and the Megabug, which sets up underneath the pyramid shelter and adds a bug net and bathtub floor for an extra 3 pounds 10 ounces. Finally, many BD models are currently out of stock, but we expect to see revamped inventory early next year. The number 5 position is held by the North Face Mountain 25, $690. The North Face's Mountain 25 has been trusted for years in the most inhospitable regions of the planet. And although it's the heaviest tent on our list, you'll be thankful for all 9 pounds 15 ounces when you're weathering out tough conditions in base camp. Similar to the Trango 2 above, the Mountain 25 features a burly double-wall build, stout poles, and time-tested fabrics that thrive in tough conditions. 2 doors and vestibules provide multiple entry points and ample storage space. And the tent ventilates well, feels roomy with a peak height of 41 inches, is loaded with internal pockets, and is easy to set up and take down. It was a tough call between the Trango 2 and the Mountain 25 for our top pick. But in the end, the Mountain Hardwear won out for its roomier floor plan in a slightly lighter build. But the 2 tents go head-to-head in practically all other categories, including weather protection, durability, and price. And a footprint is now included with the Mountain 25. The Trango's is purchased separately for $80, but it's unlikely you'll need the extra durability for camping on snow. The number 6 position is dominated by Hilleberg Allak 2, $1,095. Based in Sweden, Hilleberg specializes in tents with a strong lineup of designs for everything from solo fast packing to high-altitude mountaineering and polar expeditions. Each model features ultra-premium materials and focuses on small details like no other brand, making Hilleberg some of the most reliable and expensive tents on the market. The Allak is one of their most popular offerings, with a lightweight yet sturdy dome structure that's protective in a storm yet breathable enough for summer heat. In short, it's among the most versatile all-season designs available, and with 2 doors and vestibules, the Allak 7-pound 4-ounce weight is considerably lighter than competing models like the Trango 2 above. The Allak walks the line between our treeline and base camp categories, and Hilleberg's red label, one step below their legendary black label, alludes to a similar classification. In other words, it's a step up from a tent like the Rei Camp, but not quite on par with the Trango or Mountain 25 above in terms of protection. But in our experience, the Allak is strong enough to handle the gusty winds and heavy precipitation of true winter weather, making it a just right option for winter camping in the lower 48. Within Hilleberg's lineup, you can also bump up to the Staka for a similar yet more protective build, or check out the tunnel-shaped Nammatj 2GT below. Like Black Diamond, Hilleberg has also had difficulty with supply chain issues during the COVID-19 pandemic, resulting in low or no inventory for most of their tents. Moving on to the next at number 7 with MSR Advance Pro 2, $550. Black Diamond's Eldorado above offers a great combination of bomb-proof weather protection and a streamlined build, but for some climbers, it's still too much tent. Enter the MSR Advance Pro 2, which features a pack weight of 3 pounds 3 ounces and a tiny 24 square foot floor area that fits on the smallest mountain ledges. Setup doesn't get much easier. MSR even has a video of setting up the Advance Pro while perched on a bucket, and the external pole sleeves mean you don't have to crawl in and out to get a perfect pitch. Side vents help with airflow, and a waterproof coating on both the body and floor keeps most moisture out. The Black Diamond First Light below used to be our go-to tent for fast and light pursuits, but after too many nights of dealing with wet walls and pesky drips, we turned to the Advance Pro 2 as a more waterproof option. But there are some compromises with the design, namely in terms of interior space. With a 24 square foot floor, you lose 6 inches off the width of the First Light, making the Advance Pro 2 barely tenable for 2. As a result, we recommend the MSR strictly for the most weight-conscious of missions and stick with a model like the Eldorado otherwise. And it's important to note that the Advance Pro 2 does lack a mesh door, which might be a deal breaker for some. Number 8 position is held by Nemo Chogori Tienda, $750. Taking direct aim at the popular Trango, and mounted 25 tenths above is the Nemo Chogori 2. The big news with this tent is its combined double wall construction and external pole structure, which makes it faster and easier to pitch in inclement weather. Nemo didn't skimp on quality either, with strong DAC poles and silicone-treated nylon on the fly for added durability and weatherproofing, plus the addition of a wraparound snow skirt on the newest version. And at 7 pounds 11 ounces, the Chogori is among the lighter Basecamp-ready tents on this list. What are the downsides of the Nemo Chogori? With 36.3 square feet of interior space, it's fairly roomy for a two-person design, but its 39-inch peak height means less headroom than most tents here. Further, the fly fabric is relatively thin at just 30 denier, compared to the 70 or 75 denier of many Basecamp tents here. And at $750, it's more expensive than the Mountain 25, $690, and doesn't come with the Trango's long track record in extreme conditions. But taken together, the Chogori's simple and quick setup, strong pole structure, and reasonable weight makes it an attractive and versatile option for mountaineering and other winter backcountry adventures. Next at number 9, we have Hilleberg Nammatj 2 GT, $1,065. The Allak above is a versatile treeline / Basecamp tent from Hilleberg, but for extreme mountain conditions, their Nammatj GT is a very popular option. One of Hilleberg's legendary black label tents, a designation reserved for their most premium, protective, and comfortable models. The Nammatj combines curl-on fabric and a tunnel-shaped design for remarkable stability and protection. Ideal for base camping. The GT version here tacks on 25.8 square feet of storage with its extended vestibule, which we've found indispensable for living in particularly inclement conditions. All told, considering the all-in weight of 8 pounds 3 ounces, you'll be hard-pressed to find a 4-season tent that does more while weighing less. A nice alternative to many of the dome tents here. The Nammatj GT's unique tunnel shape is aerodynamic in strong winds and easily sheds snow. This design makes it one of our top picks for the harsh conditions of remote mountaineering, high-altitude expeditions, and polar explorations. But you do give up a bit of livability with only one door and a lower peak height. In terms of ventilation, the Nammatj is impressive with double walls, 2 large vents on either end, and a mesh door on the outer entrance. Finally, if you're looking to shed some ounces, it's also worth checking out the Negro, a lightweight mountaineering tent that features a more streamlined tunnel shape and thinner curl-on fabric. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Rei Co-op Aries L2, $399. Similar to the Hilleberg Allak above, there's a time and place for the Aries. Rei calls it all-season light, which translates to a tent that offers better weather protection than a traditional 3-season model but isn't built for super strong winds or heavy snow loads. But with a 4-pole design, the Aries is a very stable tent, and headroom is generous at 43 inches. For 6 pounds 5 ounces and only $399, it's an economical way to hit the backcountry on a ski or snowshoe trip in mild to moderate conditions. Put simply, you won't find a better deal anywhere on this list. One thing in particular that we like about the Rei Co-op Aries is that it's a true year-round option. The double wall design and substantial mesh door and vents means that it can be used for normal backpacking trips not involving the cold. But the Aries can hold its own on snow as well, as long as you don't depend on the Aries to be your companion on high altitude or particularly stormy missions. It's great for the shoulder seasons and a healthy range of mild winter trips. That's all for today. All the product links in the description down below. We upload videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the upcoming video notification.